Welcome to my journey with Alzheimer's, and I'm here with my dad, Dr. Charlie Farrell, and we are talking about the journals that he writes for his family members to read about his journey with dementia, and then I read those journals. I interview him about it a little bit so that we can raise awareness, and so today we're going to be talking about my dad's second journal, and he titled it The New Normal. And in it, he says, we seem to connect the term normal to being stable. We all know that the only thing that is stable is change. So thus each day is new. I feel like when we were caring for mom that your ability to understand change, I don't know that anybody of us liked it because one day something be fine and the next day it's not, and then the next day it's fine. But your ability to understand change and dementia was really important with caring for mom. And I know that you also meditate a lot. Do you feel like that has kind of helped you in some ways?
Well, meditation has been a large part of my life for many years. I practice a very modified form of Zen meditation,
Mhm.
which really suggests that one sit or be comfortable in a very quiet room and just watch what's going on in your mind. And there's a whole lot going on. It just spins around somewhat like a hurricane.
Yep.
And if you try to grab pieces of that as it's spinning, uh, this is very difficult and makes most of us uh, very unhappy. On the other hand, if we can sit back and just watch this go along, and as things keep spinning, something will continue to come up regularly no matter what's happening.
Right.
And at that point, I think we can come to the conclusion that whatever that is really very important for me, for my life. It came out of my head.
Mhm.
So when the meditation period for me is over, I can then sit down with a pencil and paper and write down what that was, and then look at it as a single entity and figure out, okay, if that's important, what am I going to do about it?
Mhm.
And that still helps me a great deal, even with my dementia. I don't find meditation anymore. I find it helpful. It's
Yeah.
not confusing. I've done it for so long, and it really gets me to focus on my reality, which is extraordinarily important now, probably
Right.
more so than it was before.
Yeah. That's one of the things I was wondering. Has the meditation practice or anything changed for you with the kind of increase in dementia? Or I don't know if you noticed anything like that.
Well, I think change in a good way. I mean,
Okay.
it's an entity that's always been helpful, and it's more helpful now really than it's ever been.
Yeah. And so some people may not know kind of Zen meditation in general, but when you say you do a modified version, kind of what's your meditation practice like?
Simply, well, what one of my first meditation teachers explained, it's pretty easy, Doc. Just sit down, shut up, and listen. And that's what I
Yep. Very good. So on the topic of change, if you were talking to a care partner of somebody with dementia, um, I know that one of the things that's hard for them is um, their loved one will be able to do something one day and not another, or they'll be more mobile one day and not the next day, or even it can switch throughout the day, right? Like you might have more cognitive ability one time a day than another. Do you have any tips for caregivers on kind of either handling that or understanding it better, I guess?
Well, another piece of dementia is really learning to live, truly learning to live in the moment.
Mhm.
And if we can accept that, it makes life doable
Right.
and understand that that's really what we do, and what we did in the morning may or may not be the same thing that we did in the afternoon. And going back to the concept of meditation and watching all this stuff, the stuff that's meaningful right now is okay.
Mhm.
And for me, I'm okay with that. My care partner, on the other hand, needs really to learn and accept that that's okay.
Right.
And a very common conversation is, you really always like bacon and eggs for breakfast. And every place we ever went, you like bacon and eggs for breakfast.
Mhm.
And today you tell me you don't like bacon and eggs?
Yeah.
Now, the care partner has two choices: to continue to try to change the person with dementia, or just to smile and say, okay, not bacon, what do you want?
Right.
And be comfortable with that. And
Yeah.
if persons with dementia could change, they'd have done that long time ago.
Right.
It's the fact that they can't change, and they can themselves deal with that fact, but it's everybody else around them that can't accept frequently, you did this yesterday, why can't you do it today? Well,
Right.
they can't.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. And it's, as a care partner, it's your uh, task to find out what changed, and now change
Mhm.
their environment so they can live with what's changed. And
Right.
the more we try to change the person, they get upset and the care partners get extraordinarily upset.
Right.
So just go with the flow, guys, and you'll get down the river.
Yep. Very good advice.
Thank you all for spending some time with us and sharing my story with you. I hope it's been helpful. We want this to be an interactive experience.
Go ahead and comment below under the video. And if you have any questions or anything or want to contact us, you can use the email that's on the YouTube channel.
I hope to see you again soon.
Thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.